Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Well, it's been a while and there's been a huge update. The April patch is out right now, and this is the first session on this is the first take for me on the new patch. And we're actually now going for a Civ which hasn't seen a change, because I think that Magyars, they don't get a change. So that's cool. So for the first episode of the of my series, Civ Spotlight series, we just finished Japanese and now it's Magyars, but now there's no changes for that. The next one's going to be with a lot of changes included already, but for now we're going for Magyars, and yeah, I'm excited about it. I think I don't really need to play a complete test game with Magyars, but I might want to take a look at their tech tree to really get an understanding of how to play the Civ throughout the ages. So let's choose Magyars, and well, villagers kill wolves, forging, iron casting. I think I don't have to go through this when you're watching this. I actually assume you know a lot of what the Civ stands for, and that the ultimate composition of extra buffed Cav archers and Magyar Hussar is amazing in late game. Post imp, it's very hard to stop this composition, so that's what I try to get to. And I also want to make use of the free iron casting, forging, and that stuff in the early game. And yes, I'm also more often than not considering the scout line, simply because that's cheaper. And yeah, so now let's take a look at how to play the Civ throughout the ages. As I don't have any eco bonuses, I think the build orders that can work out are just a stock standard 20 pop-up, either into a defensive range versus men-at-arms, either into a stable for scouts, or men-at-arms myself. There are a couple of advantages to the men-at-arms and the scout opening. Of course, well, there's only one advantage to that, which is the free forging. So my men-at-arms would be extremely strong. My spearmen are also pretty strong. And my scouts, of course, are also strong, and they're also cheap. So let's talk through the scenarios for a bit. When I'm facing a men-at-arms rush, I can potentially hit a timing where I have 2 to 3 scouts out by the time the men-at-arms arrive, and as I have free forging, it's not looking too bad to fight that off with my scouts. So I think more often than not I can actually make a scout rush, even though I'm expecting men-at-arms to face me. Stuff looks a little bit different if it's Viking or Japanese men-at-arms, because then they're so strong that I might consider a defensive range from the start of Feudal Age as well. So that's that. Considering drushing or men-at-arms rushing, I think I'm not a big fan of that, because I simply keep being fended off really well when I'm going for men-at-arms, and I mean I can't even drush. But yeah, in that case, I think I'm more hurting my economy than I'm doing myself a favor. And yeah, going for straight archers is okay, but it doesn't really make use of any of my bonuses with Magyars. For Feudal Age play, I of course want to be heavy on scouts, because that makes use of my discount. I can also add spears because they're super strong, so my scout rush is definitely my scariest option, and I will need it add in a range if I'm facing lots of skirmishers, lots of archers, and then I can go into defensive skirmishers and get their upgrades, which is also really nice, because that enables me to switch into cav archers later, which leads me to Castle Age. Of course, I can stock standard open 2TC boom and knights, which I think is very strong because I have the free forging. When I went into the range before that, I can also consider to switch for cav archers if I'm at an advantage. But I think there is a very nice point in Castle Age when to make the cav archer switch. Which would be if I'm playing knights and I'm, for example, adding a monastery and I'm healing my knights up. I'm converting probably some enemy knights, and I see my enemy going for either camels or for pikemen. Then I see myself being counted. I can still go on producing knights, but I might stay away from more upgrades, but instead get a second or third range out, get Thumbring, put a lot of villagers on gold, and by that time I should already have 3 TCs up. So that could be a very nice moment for attack switch into Cav Archers. If that's too early, I can also consider a siege workshop to maybe add in Scorpions for the time being to defend versus Pikemen, for instance. And yeah, so that's kind of my plan here. And then transitioning into Imp, well, I think I should either go for the Cavalier upgrade first, or going for the heavy Cav Archer line, depending on in which line I'm actually currently in that state of the game. I think as for composition, it makes sense to go heavy Cav Archer and Hussar, but once I got the castles up, I probably don't even need the Hussar upgrade, because I can just get the Magyar Hussar upgrade if I manage to have some castles up by that time. But when I'm just going for the straight knight line, I can also add in skirmishers, get the upgrades, that's just fine. It will eventually transition into the composition for Magyars as well. And recurve bow, well, it's pretty expensive, but manageable. And yeah, Magyar Hussar costs no gold. Corvinian army, that's of course amazing. And what's the upgrade? Elite Magyar Hussar, 800, 600. Well, that's about the cost that Hussar is also. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of a difference. But if I can get to Magyar Hussar and extra strong Cav archers, that's, yeah, I think pretty devastating. Then maybe just adding some cap rams, because I'm not really good at playing these trap wars. Yeah, but that's the game plan I would have for Magyars. And I think I can play a warm-up game versus the AI. Oh no, now I'm Poles because I picked random Civ. That obviously doesn't make sense. Yeah, but let's try to see how this works out. I'm just going to play a 25-minute game, because I think, yeah, early game is most important. Everything develops from here. So here we are, Magyars. Oh, and Goths are also super strong in this patch. Yeah, so let's see if the theory works out, because I expect Goths either to drush or man-at-arms rush me. So I technically am at a disadvantage if I'm opening scouts, but I try to do it nonetheless, as for the reasons that I've just explained. Yeah, so I really haven't decided on a wood line yet, so for now I'm going for the straggler trees, which is a bit of a pain, but well, this wood line has a pond in it. I don't even consider that, but I might, yeah, I have 2 juicy wood lines here, that's fine. I'm just gonna send one bill here, one here. Oh, I'm a little bit offensive on my sheep scouting at the moment. I hope that I'm going to have the sheep under my TC in time, but it looks as if that were the case. I have 3 on wood, now I'm going to get this boar early. This is pretty inefficient what I'm doing here. Oh, come on. Now everybody goes to that side. How is that even possible? Come on. Oh, shit. Let me do this once again. Oh, it's so good that this is just a warm-up game, but I think I really needed that. As you can see, obviously. By the way, let me check if I'm recording at all. Yes, I am. Nice. So now I know where the wood line is, but I pretend I still haven't scouted it, so I'm just gonna put the... Well, actually by this time I have scouted that wood line, so it's fine to also go take it. Scouting the rest of the black spots that I haven't scouted with my sheep now. Now this looks a little more efficient, but still this woodline is pretty far and I don't like that. I already have the impression that this map is going to be hard to wall, so I see myself in a lot of trouble when I'm facing the Goth men-at-arms, especially if it's with a forward barracks and a feudal spam even. I might try to close up this gap with a house already. Don't know though if I can afford to make more than one house. I think I'm not going to do it. I think for the sake of the build order practice I will keep it simple. Why is this ball now lying so far from the TC? Don't like it. I don't know why. Now I need to move my scout towards the deer patch because I want to push one, get the second boar in. And get all the sheep underneath my town center. Yeah, that makes sense. Hope that now the boar is going to be, well, at least a little bit better. Okay, let's push this deer now. And I think the last two villagers then go to wood. And yeah, so now I do have plenty of time to scout my enemy. What I will need to do though is sort out this under my TC. And I will need to do some major eco readjustment once I have clicked up. Yeah, so 20 pop scout rush with some difficulties. Now I'm expecting to scout that my enemy is going for men-at-arms. But first of all, I'm making a new lumber camp right here. And these are really far, which is really bad for me. Then I'm getting 2 more to berries. Yeah, this is not my enemy, obviously. And now I need to make a barracks and a house. I think I'm gonna do that with 2 vills, so it will A, finish in time, and B, is they are a little bit stronger against the enemy scout. Men-at-arms should arrive at 10:05. So in the best case I have a stable out and I am ready to produce scouts by that time. I think I'm going to skip horse color. Where to make the stable even? That's such a weird map gen. You know what, I'm going to make the stable here because it's comparably safe. Don't want him to deny that stable. And I haven't really found any indication of what my enemy is going for as for now. And I think I'm going to make 2 more houses. Yeah, there's the barracks. But I don't see him on gold as for now. And yeah, I think I can afford 1 more scout. Yeah, he's on gold, so that's potentially men-at-arms. Oh, such an awkward map to wall. Okay. So now I have these 4 scouts to attack with, and I think I can now already think about a range. I think I might eventually need it anyways. Transferring some of my vills to gold right now to get a range out. And then a mining camp. What? Oh, yeah, I got confused by where my enemy is. Oh yes, yeah, he has a range out already. How is that possible? How did he save that bill? That's just AI things. Yeah, and I see archers on the field there, so I want to add skirmishers. So she can build the house and then the blacksmith and then this, and then yeah, maybe let's just wall towards the TC, because it's just too ambitious to wall more than that. Yeah, now he has scouts, has skirms and archers. Going to put the skirms into the range as for now. Yeah, and as I'm going for skirms, I think I don't need that much gold. I need the upgrades though. Can I pick off a vill somewhere here? I try to pick up this one. Let's see if the AI can micro it. Like, what? How is that even possible? No human could possibly micro like that. At least not at my level. Okay, let's get the upgrades for the skirmishers and let's get a couple more so we're safe for the counterattack. Oh, there it comes. Still wide open, but I don't really see how I can wall this map. On the other hand, it's 15, about 20 farms should be nice. Yeah, I'm trying to. What's this map? What a weird map. What do these walls look like? Well, they look as bad as they probably are. And maybe I can wall this, and then at least I'm fully walled. So yeah, that should be enough skirms for now. I think I can even cancel that one. Trying to move out with my skirms now. And attack his gold. And keep my scouts on defensive nearby. Yeah, I need some more farms, I think 17. Just got wheelbarrow. Yeah, I think these don't need to be on gold now anymore. These can go to wood. Okay. Oh yes, I will need more skirmishes though. Try to click up to castle edge here, but I just don't know if that's maybe too greedy. Well, on the other hand, I'm walled here. Can't really go past my TC here. He cleared me up on this hill? Yeah. This is just monstrous. Like, now the AI is capable of microing. They kind of like that, because it just makes it a lot harder to play against it. I don't have an archer mass. I need to make some more skirmishers as for now. I only have 5 on gold, 6. Let me get 4 more. On gold, yeah, so 8 on gold, 9 on gold should be fine now if I get the gold upgrade. And I want to get bloodlines. 12 on wood is too much. So I think as for now, what's my enemy doing? At least I can scout with these now. And now go for knights. Nice, that scout is unnecessary, and I can also go for a town center. Well, this one is actually pretty far out and I don't like it at all, but what can I do? Where's my next wood line that I haven't taken yet? Yeah, that one. It's at the bottom of a hill and I can't make a town center there. This is so annoying. Try it anyways. These map generations, that's really killing me. I will need to delete that house at some point, but wow, and this can be pushed so easily. Don't know if I should fight this with a couple of knights that I have. Nah, I don't know. Probably I continue making skirms here. Yeah, these 4 knights can be good against this. It's actually a close fight. Like, yeah, I get seriously got. No, he's pikeman. No way he went through that before that. And for crossbow, how can he afford this? This is just sick. Whoa, now I'm suddenly in trouble because now I have to play knights and skirms. And I've already decided to edit the TCs. So this is not too good at all. I will need armor ASAP. I will actually even need armor now. Before I continue to make... Okay, yeah, I've been defeated. I don't know if I really lost this. Because I might still economically be ahead. But wow, that's pretty crazy. That's actually pretty crazy. Let's see how we're doing on the ladder with this. Because it was quite some units that the Goth player got out. Let me take a look at the statistics. Society, yes, I'm ahead of villager, so that's fine. But take a look at this army that the Goth has. That's pretty sick. I mean, I technically do have the better army right now, because now I have 7 knights with forging, and he has a couple of crossbowmen and that, but he got pikemen, crossbow, crazy, pretty impressive what Goths can do now. Let's try it out on the ladder.